What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and today we'll be playing some Escape from Tarkov. Now we are in the PvE version, and we're gonna be doing a series on this game, trying to get to Kappa. So if you guys have never seen this game before and you don't know what this is, it's basically a looter shooter and looter extraction shooter, I guess. So you load into a map. There is a PvP game mode. We're playing the PvE, so there's no other real players, but there are scavs, which are AI that are kind of supposed to be just a nuisance. They're not the best, but they will definitely kill you if you don't shoot them quick. And then there are PMCs, which in the PvP game mode are supposed to be real players. Since this is PvE, they're replaced with uh, other AIs that are a little better, a lot more aimbody. So you definitely don't want to overpeak them. And basically, Kappa is a container that goes here, and you have to do a series of quests that you unlock while playing. And so, if you guys don't know what Kappa is, it's basically a pouch that goes here. I have Gamma, so it will replace this Gamma one, and it adds another 3 slots. And basically, what this pouch does is whenever you load into a raid, if you die, you lose everything that is on you, except for what's in here. So this you'll never lose, but there are some limits on what you can put in there. You can't put guns, for example. You can't put mags in there. You can put spare ammo, so it's great to bring spare ammo so you can pack your mags when you shoot some ammo out. You can put heals in there and some items that you find throughout the raid. But yeah, there are some limitations. And then other than that, that's pretty much the basics of the game. So we have some traders which we can sell stuff to and buy stuff from. And they're also the ones that are going to be providing us with the tasks that we have to complete. So if we go to Proper here, his first quest that he has for us is shooting cans. And then Therapist has First in Line. And so as you can tell, the ones with the green check mark have a quest for us. So Skier and Mechanic. So that should be all the quests that we have right now. Oop, we just unlocked another one for him. Um, so Shady Contractor is an event quest. So there's an event going on right now. The Labyrinth. It's like an extra map, I guess, like a little DLC. That's just an event that they have going on right now. We won't really be doing that right now. It's very intense. We do not have the gear for it. So let's focus on the starting quests. So we have shooting cans. We have to locate these two uh, machine guns and grenade launcher on ground zero, which is a map. And we have to eliminate 5 targets on ground zero. Then for this one, we have to locate this extract, and we have to hand over 3 medicine items that are found in raid. And then this one, we have to use the paid vehicle extraction on ground zero. And for this one, we have to locate the parking lot, the PMC group in the parking lot at the Terra Group complex, and the lab scientist. So we can do all of these probably in one raid. And let's bring some cash with us. So we'll bring 10,000. Um, so let's see. We accepted all these quests. Skier actually gave us 5,000 to start that quest, so that's perfect. That will pay for the extract. So let's go ahead and load in, and while we load in, I'll explain some of that. So here we actually have, we could run a scab, which is basically a free run that they give you. You get one every 20 minutes or so, and then as you improve your character and I think your hideout, um, you will get one a little more frequently. And you also have a rep. So let me look at that really quick. So fence is the one that has your rep. So as you can tell, I have a 0.50 rep with fence right now. And as that increases, I will spawn in with better and better gear on my scav. And as you can see, he has like a vest on him and a backpack, it looks like. So there's a chance that you spawn with like a key card or certain items. Most of the time, it's pretty bad, but you can get some decent items, and as you increase your rep, the better chance you have of finding some or spawning with some better items. So let's just run a PMC for now. This is where we use our own custom loadout. The scavs are good. You can, but you're not supposed to shoot other scavs. Hold on one second. So let's see. So ground zero, and there's different times. So 19 is going to be nighttime. We don't really want to do that. We don't have night vision, and it's kind of dark. We don't have flashlights or anything. So here we have insurance, so we can insure some items that we want to get back. So I don't really care about the pistol. Now, since this is PvE, everything you insure you should get back. In PvP, if somebody, I don't know, kills you and picks up your gun and takes it out of the raid, extracts with it, you won't get that back. And that's why sometimes, it's a gamble, but sometimes it pays off and you get some insurance back. But in PvE, you should always get it back, so it's good to insure everything that you want back. And then, so like I was saying before about the scavs, so you basically spawn in into a raid that's already started. I'm not sure how that works on PvE actually. You might just spawn in on a fresh raid anyways. But there are other scavs, the AI around, and you're not supposed to shoot them on sight. They won't attack you on sight like they do on PvP on the PMC runs like we're doing now. But you can kill them and take their loot, but if you do, they'll aggro you for the rest of the raid, and that'll also decrease your rep with fence. So you generally don't want to do that. It's not ideal, not the best idea. But here on a PMC, we can shoot at everything we see. So, yep. Okay, so this is perfect. We actually spawn at one of the quest locations. I just did a little loop-de-loop because I am lost in the sauce, but it's okay. Alright, so let's go up here. This door, and I believe the first machine gun is in here. This is actually the grenade launcher. Oops, wrong room. It's the next one over. Yep, here it is. We can actually use this if we wanted to. Maybe we'll see somebody and just blow them up. I don't see anybody, but I hear somebody below us. Yep, just walked into our building. Let's see if we can kill him and we get some better gear. So there he is. That's a PMC. So that's one of the AI that's a little better. He has some better gear, so a little challenging with a pistol, but I believe we should be able to get him pretty easily. Just gotta outmaneuver him. Not sure where he went. Oh, he sees us. Just gotta flank around. Okay, well, it's definitely tanking these shots. No doubt about that. Nice, we got him. Okay, so that's good. Now we'll have a little better weapon. So as you can see, you can bring some spare ammo and pack your mags as you shoot them so you don't run out of ammo. That's always a good thing to do. So let's pack these mags just in case we need them, but we should have a better weapon now. I believe we're hearing some other PMCs fighting against either scavs or other PMCs right now. It's kind of popping off. But let's just loot this guy. Guess he's got an MPX. Let's take his helmet. This is better armor than we have. He's got a day pack, so I think what we can do is we can insurance fraud our backpacks. It's insured and we'll get it back. We could just discard it and take his. It's the exact same one. We'll take this commando rig and put it in our backpack. This pocket armor is really bad, so I'm not too worried about it. And then he should have some nades for us. So, yep, some grenades, nice. Some kind of ammo. Yeah, we'll stick with our M9 for now. So we have one found in raid healing item for first in line. So this one is we could get it, I guess. Technically, it's some good XP. I know where it is, but that's for the event quest. We need to find this extract and hand over the found in raid medicine items. So I can't hand over, for example, this one that I brought in. I have to find one in raid and hand that over. And then shooting cans, we did the grenade launcher. We have to do the machine gun and kill 4 more targets. And then we have to do this one and the extra. Get going, it's not waste time. There's a bunch of PCs that I can loot up there. We're not going to do that right now. I think we're just going to focus on getting these quests done. Probably could have looted that for some meds, but I think I should be able to find some pretty easily in the other buildings that we're going to be going to. So that's not that big of a deal. Okay, so this is the event quest, so that's the diary that we need. So that's an easy 10,000 XP if we can survive the raid. Let's just do that. Ooh, okay. Alright, that's Scav AI. As you can tell, they're not the best shooters, but they will definitely get some lucky shots here and there and one tap you, and it's not ideal. So let's see what he has for us. Have some heal. Okay, nice. One more healing item and another. We probably don't want to give that one. That's a good item, but it's all right. Okay, we'll need those. And then let's see, probably just some shotgun slugs all the way. Yeah, all right. Scope is a little weird. I don't like it at all, but that's okay. Let's get this dead body. See if we can get anything good out of that. Guess we'll just drink this for now. We also have like a food and water things down here in raid, so the longer you stay in raid, the lower your food and water will get, and eventually if it drops to 0, it could be pretty bad, so you generally don't want to do that. Let's go in here. Oh, the throwing a grenade. Good. Alright, up here is the second machine gun, so let's do that. We have 2 out of 5 targets killed, I believe, so... Or higher AJ Pain. Alright. There we go. So that is the second machine gun. Let's see if we see anybody. Yes, he sees us too, though. It's gonna be a little risky, but yeah. And that's how you wipe out somebody. Okay, there's a stroke. I don't see anybody right now, so let's just not get on that. What is going on right now? I think they're fighting below us. Let me see if I can find some healing items in here. Also, grapes. No. Let me pack these mags with some ammo. Luckily, this is the exact same caliber as our pistol, so we can run the same ammo in there that we have here. This guy is screaming, and it is kind of scaring me, so. Alright, let's see. Should have... There we go, medical supply crate. So all of these should be, maybe not all of them, but most of them should be medical items. So there we go. And that's going to be all 3 that we need. That way we don't have to give up our surf kit. The surf kit and the CMS do the same thing. If you get shot, or maybe you just cut yourself on something, or I don't know, you have a bleed and one of your limbs eventually gets blacked out. It's across the street. But yeah. If, let's say, like, my arm, for example, were to go to 0, it'll be blacked out, and I could use a surf kit or a CMS to repair it. And basically, the difference between the two is obviously the uses that they have. One has 15, the other one has 5, and also the quality of the repair. So a CMS will get you back to maybe, I don't know the exact values, but... a CMS will get you maybe to like half health. Not half health, but the maximum health. For example, my arm is 60. It'll maybe repair to like 40 or 30. And a Surf Kit will do most, if not all, of the health back. So it'll still be 60, or I'm not sure exactly. Okay, we're gonna need this shotgun for another quest, so we're gonna keep that. He'll probably just have some slugs in there. It's not even worth looting. So let's see. The next quest that we have right now is we gotta look at this extract. We need to kill one more target. Alright, we need to go to the building on the right. So let's go do that. Let's just make sure there's gunshots down here. We don't die. So here is the extract that we're going to take later for that one quest, the car extract. So those require money. You have to bring money as 5k, and then as your scav rep increases, that will lower. So it's a good idea to get your scav rep up, but I mean, it's 5k, it's not the biggest deal, right? But let's see, so we have to go inside this building, and our quest will be in there, so let's see, there's usually some people here. Here's somebody behind me, I think. Alright, so I believe that we have to go inside here and loot this body for a key. Nice. So now we should have to go up top, I believe, and open the room. Okay, so we have to go. Let's go do that really quick. It's down here at the parking lot. 5 is decent ammo. We'll need some cigarettes later. Okay, so access the office, and I believe we need to retrieve a hard drive afterwards. So, and as you can see, if you look at the bottom left, I have 2 bars. So one's blue and one's green. The green is my stamina, so my running stamina. So as you can tell, I'm walking right now, so it's replenishing, and then when I run, it gets used. So that whenever it gets depleted all the way to 0, or whenever it turns red, you're not able to run anymore. So you have to wait for it to recharge. And then there's also a weight aspect. So right now I'm only 24 kilograms, but if I have too much weight on me and I'm overweight, then you'll get to a point where your stamina won't regen when you're walking, so you'll have to stand completely still, which isn't ideal. And then the blue one is my scope stamina, so as I aim in, it decreases, and if it gets to pretty low or to 0, you'll start wobbling like this, and you don't want that either. It's not ideal. So here's the hard drive for the quest. While we're in here, let's loot these PCs. This is a pretty safe area. And maybe we can find some good items. GPU, maybe? How much room do we have? Okay, we have plenty of room, so let's just take some of this. And yeah, that's all for this row. Let's see over here. And as you can see, I placed this commando rig inside of here. It's a good thing to do sometimes. It adds more weight. I just brought it in with me with Raiden since I replaced my armor. This is an armor pack rig. It uses the tactical rig and the body armor slots. And to not throw this away, I could have insurance frauded it like I did with my backpack. But as you can see, our backpack only has a certain amount of space. And this rig actually gives us a lot of space compared to the space that it uses. So it's a pretty good thing to have. We're not going to loot these drawers right now, honestly. Let's just focus on getting these quests done. These drawers have some good items too, and a lot of those things you need for upgrading your hideout and upgrading. Okay, we're gonna need a Salwia. But yeah, and then you need some items you can find for quests and stuff. So I just realized I brought this Mark of the Unheard with me. I have the Unheard edition of the game. I'm not gonna lie, I've never actually used this, so I don't really know what it does, but I don't think I want that on me. I think it... Okay, that was a little scary. But I think it, makes it so Scav don't aggro me from a certain distance. But I also don't want to be killing him if I have that. I'm not sure. But I'll definitely be taking that off. I don't want that on there anyways. Okay, let's see what he had in his backpack. Let's pack some mags. Okay, resort key. It's not bad. Alright, so now we have to go over here at these med tents and just explore that extract. And then after that, we can come back and do the car extract and we'll be good to go. Just pack these mags really quick, just in case we get into some trouble. Alright, almost there. So, loot these bodies, they somehow sometimes have some good stuff. I'll take some bullets. Let's see what this guy has. This guy crossing the street over there, we're just gonna ignore him for now. And let's get going. So this is the tent that we have to explore. I'm not sure how close we have to get before we get the challenge done, but... Okay, there we go, we got it. So let's do these tents really quick, see if we can find some more Salwias. I guess they're called Saliwas, but I think my friends have always called them Salwias. I don't know, maybe we're just idiots, but it's fine. So we need 3 of these for the next quest that we get for Therapist, so you can find them anywhere where meds can spawn, like these little med bags, and in certain med areas, like this med tent has some med spawns, just loose loot that you can find on the map. Okay, don't want to extract. Not seeing one, so let's just keep it moving and take the car extract. Alright, so let's get some stamina back, and then we'll make the run. So we're pretty close, it's pretty much right over there. We just have to go out through here, which can be a little sketchy, but it's very open and a lot of spots you can get shot from. But that's Tarkov, so it's okay. So here we are, we put the money in the truck, and now we are just waiting for it to leave, so this one takes a minute. I believe they all take a minute. Here we are, now we just have to wait and make sure that we don't get killed while waiting. Uh, this rain is incredibly loud and annoying, but oh well. Alright, so here we go, successful first raid completed. We got almost 3,000 XP. We killed one PMC and four scavs. So as you can tell, the PMCs, they usually have like some weird name, and not some weird name, but just some like, I don't know, some regular name, I guess, like a gamer tag. And then they have a level and a faction. So scavs usually have some Russian name, and that's how you tell them apart. And PMCs will have a dog tag you can pick up. So it just doesn't really matter. So we should be, oh wow, 48 XP away from level 30. Unfortunate, but that's alright. As soon as we turn in these quests, we'll get some XP, so that won't be a problem. Alright, so let's go over everything we did. So we did shooting cans, and we can turn that in. And we get a new quest called Debut. Therapist, we did first in line, so now we can turn in these items. And complete that. So that should get us sorted. Here we go. So this is the one where you need to turn in the salwias. So we found one, we need two more. We did the car extract skier. He doesn't give us any other quests. Saving the mole is the one with the hard drive that we did. We did that. And that'll get us Gunsmith Part 1 and Introduction. So we also did the event quest. We can turn that in for some extra XP. And I guess it's the next quest in the event quest line. So we're not going to do that just yet. So for mechanic, we unlock Gunsmith Part 1, so we have to modify weapons. He has 25 of these, so there will be 25 parts, and you unlock them as you do one, and double up, etc. And then introduction is on woods. We have to find a message. That's how we unlock Jaeger, which is the last trader that we have to unlock. And therapist, we've been over that. Proper, we have to eliminate scavs on any location, 5 of them, so that should be pretty easy. And hand over one of the MP133 shotguns. We need 2 of them. We found one last raid, so let's turn that one in, and now we need one more. And let's go over everything we found. So bowls. So as you can see, this one has like kind of like a blue highlight border and everything, and it has this little icon on the bottom left. That means that it's needed for hideout. As you saw before, so this one's another one, for example. As you saw before on, for example, the meds that we had, they had a little yellow circle on the found and raid. That means it's needed for a quest. So that's how you tell them apart. You need things for hideouts. So this is a junk box. You just put most of your stuff in there. We need cigarettes, so Marlboro cigarettes. We need rechargeable batteries, toothpastes for hideout. We need wires and fans for hideout. This is for quest. This is some ammo for like an M4. Let me just put it in the ammo box really quick. Duct tape, I think we might need that for hideout, I'm not sure. But yeah, the M4 runs on 5.56, so that uses M855 caliber. So before I started the video, I went ahead and just organized my stash. I have a certain way of doing it. Everybody does it differently. Personal preference. I like to keep my This is usually my backpack stash, so I'll stack like a bunch of backpacks, and whenever I need one, I just take from the stash. And then this one I usually use early wipe for like storing stuff. It's got a lot of room, and you can store a bunch of stuff in there. And then I have like armors and headphones and helmets, etc. And then in the middle somewhere, I'll usually stash all the guns that I find. And up here, I'll stash like meds and in this case the junk box and my ammo box, which has a bunch of ammo and stuff. So yeah, so that's pretty much how I do that. We found a key, so we can keep that. We don't really need it just yet. The bowl we're gonna need for hideout. Let me take this Mark of the Unheard thing off. I don't really know what it does. I'll just put it in here. And then, yeah, so we're pretty much good on all that. We'll keep our cash here. Let me refill our ammo from our ammo box. And as you can see, we use some water and food. We drank, I think, a guitar cola and some juice in raid. So as you can see, this is not as low as our food, but we can eat some stuff and get it back up. So let's do that, and we can use maybe like 10, 10 of the. A little more. There you go. That should be fine. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much our stash. We're at 1 mil. Let me collect the rewards from the quest. So we got a Mosin from Proper. Therapist gave us some water and some money. Skier gave us some money and some headphones. Okay. And Mechanic gave us a bunch of stuff. So let's just take all of that. And we can unload this ammo. This is ammo for the sniper that we got. So we can use that. We'll end up needing to use a Mosin eventually for a quest. So we'll just keep that for now. And yeah, so I think this is a good point to end the video. We did a lot of stuff this video. We were able to do all the starting quests in one raid. And now we unlocked some more, so we can go back and do those. And we'll do that in the next video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe if you're brand new, and make sure to turn on notifications so you know when I upload another video. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace, everybody.